Well, Kyah, 4-1, hardly the way the champions start the season, is it?
Yeah, definitely not the start that we wanted. We had our fair share of chances throughout the game and should have buried some. But yeah, I mean, it was the first round. We're only allowing ourselves one of those games this season, so I'm sure we'll bounce back and be better on Friday against Victory.
There's not a lot of margin for error, there's only 12 games, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly. So we need to pick ourselves up, which we have done already this week. And yeah, we know where our errors came from. Every goal that they scored against us was preventable, and we definitely know what we need to do to nullify that happening again going into the rest of the games.
I was going to say, it looked in it for most of the games. That most frustrating thing. I mean, they only really got on you in the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We looked back at the game and we actually outpossessed them in a lot of the game. So we took a lot of positives away, and I think we did play some quality football in the game. And that's the thing is they had, I think, 5 chances and finished 4 of them. We had about 20 chances and only finished 1. So we know what we need to do to be better, and we will be better going into the next game and following on from that.
Thinking about your result and then what results around the league as well, I mean, were you shocked generally when you consider all the different scorelines?
Not really, to be honest. I mean, each year that the W League goes by, it's more and more competitive, and the games are becoming, I guess, more and more unpredictable on who's going to get on top. And I think that's the joy of playing in this league. And each year that goes by is every game's going to be competitive. It's no longer now the top 3 or 4 teams, and they're going to go through and have a clean sweep. So it's great for the league that there was mixed results, but you know, we're just focusing on ourselves. We don't like to focus on too many of the other results that happen around us. But yeah, we were disappointed with our performance. Well, the result more so than the performance. And yeah, definitely looking to improve that.
Is there, I mean, you look at the scoreline and when all the goals came, you know, you might say, is there a fitness worry? Are you really up to speed? You conceded 3 in the last 15 minutes. Is that a question that needs to be asked?
No, I don't think it's our fitness at all, to be honest. I think it was a lapse in concentration, you know, defensively. But yeah, I mean, a bit of luck also went their way with, you know, a deflection that goes one way and, you know, a few other things that contributed to their goals. But fitness is definitely not a question. I'm pretty confident in what the work we've put in pre-season and the team in general. I know that we're at a good fitness level.
What about your goal? A decent hit. Is that one positive you can take out of the game?
Yeah, for me it was definitely a positive. You know, it's my first full game back since having the double shoulder reco earlier this year, and I was happy and feeling fairly pleased with how my body felt running out the 90 minutes. And obviously, as a striker, it's nice to get a goal and the monkey off your back, especially in the first game of the W League. So, you know, I was pleased with scoring a goal, but at the end of the day, I would have taken the 3 points over scoring a goal any day.
I was going to say, you're pleasantly surprised with how you came through the whole game, considering the lengthy layoff you had.
Yeah, definitely. I can only take positives, you know, from having such a, I guess, 2 major surgeries, coming back and, you know, just doing what I love again, and that's being out there with the girls and playing football. And, you know, I'm hoping each week that goes by, obviously match fitness, we'll get better, we'll gel better as a team, and I can only see us playing better football each week that goes by.
On a personal note, are the Matildas games coming up sort of on your radar in terms of a goal to sort of get back in the frame for that?
Yeah, 100%. Staj has kept, you know, a close eye on me and throughout my rehab as well, being supportive and you know, ensuring that I give myself the best opportunity. And now that I'm back fully playing, it's definitely, you know, there's no doubt that I want to be there and be playing back in the team with the girls and in front of my new home crowd here in Victoria.
What are you expecting from Victory this weekend?
Yeah, it's a derby, so it's always going to be a tough one. Cross-city rivalry, it's always a big one, but you know, they're going to be competitive and they got one up on us last year, and I definitely think that it'll be a tough match like every other opponent we'll face this year. So everyone's out to beat City, and obviously it's going to be tough, but like I said, I think we have a lot to build on from our performance last week, a lot of positives to take away, and I really think that we'll only improve and get better.
There's obviously always a lot of talk about the Sydney derby and the Melbourne derby in terms of the A-League. Are there rivalries I suppose even coming from the Sydney perspective first up, are the rivalries as keenly felt in the W League when Sydney play Western Sydney and Victory play City?
Yeah, they are, and I think that flows over from the rivalry in the A-League as well. And, you know, we're all a part of the one club, and there's definitely that extra bit of motivation to beat your cross-city rivals. You know, there's two teams in one city, so I think there's bragging rights on the line no matter if it's men's or women's football.
5:20 kickoff. I mean, it's on a Friday evening, I suppose, but that's peak hour. I mean, people are just coming from work. I mean, is that a weird time for you?
I mean, for us, we're up for anything in the W League. So sometimes we play at 3 p.m, sometimes it's 5, 7. Time really doesn't bother us. We'll play whenever we can. We're on a beautiful pitch in AAMI Park, so time doesn't really play a factor. We're just excited for our first home game, and hopefully it's going to be a great crowd.
You say you want bragging rights in the W. Who do you want to get over on the Victory squad, or is it just a bit fresh for you now?
I think it's just that rivalry that you have with your cross-city rivals, and I had that with the Wanderers with Sydney FC as well. So there's not really anyone in particular. I think it's just as a squad and as a team, you want to go out there, you're fighting for each other, you win and lose together. So that's what we'll be trying to do, get the 3 points on Friday and hopefully get one up against our cross-city rivals.
They haven't been a very good team in the last 2 seasons. Now Jeff has come in and they're looking pretty good. They got a win on the weekend. I mean, do you think a lot that has to do with the way City have sort of upstaged it a bit?
Yeah, look, I think I've heard great things from Jeff and what he's trying to do within their culture, within the team. They've always got Tash Dowie, who I played with in Boston a couple of seasons ago. So, you know, she's a great player. She's a great striker and a great leader within the group as well. And they've definitely recruited well and only continually getting better. They were fairly strong in the W League probably 4 or 5 years ago, and then went through a rebuilding phase. So I definitely think they're building on their previous years, and they're going to be quality like every other team in the W League this year.
When is Lydia Williams back? You know,
She'll be back this week.
what was I know it's hard to tell because you're on the other end, but just back on the Perth game. I mean, Emily on social media has copped a bit of stick for that first Sam Kerr goal. I mean, how did she sort of react after that game? How's she feeling?
Yeah, look, it was a tough one. Obviously, our second keeper suffered an injury in the warm-up and ended up breaking her hand. So Emily, who's our third keeper, got put in at the last minute. She's a young girl. She doesn't have a lot of experience, but you know, she did the best job that she could, and we had confidence having her behind us. It's not easy just getting thrown into goal at the last minute, and her having to step up and fill the shoes of the other Emily and then Lydia as well. So you know, she can only learn from her mistakes, and like I said, we win together, we lose together, and it's never solely one person's fault. So definitely think we all wrapped our arms around her after the game. It's not easy copping 4 goals, but at the end of the day, I'm sure she'll look back at the video and be able to critique what she did right, what she did wrong, and hopefully next time we call on her, she'll be able to right those wrongs.
Just on Dowie, from your experience playing with her, she's obviously done extremely well in the W League, playing in a struggling side. If Victory do improve even more this year, as it looks like they are, based on at least round 1 and the way they've recruited, do you expect she might be even more potent given what's going on sort of behind her?
Yeah, look, Tasha's a quality player. Like I said, I played with her in Boston, and one of her great traits is no matter how bad the team's playing around her, she's always you know, upholding herself in such a high manner and being able to still score goals when the runner play's going against her. And you know, I've played with her and I've played against her, and she is a quality striker and can score goals at any time. So she's definitely a threat for Victory, and you know, if the team gets better around her, there's no doubt it happens with any player that they're going to excel in the environment that they're in as well.
Just one from me, Kyah. Obviously, first home game for the season as well, but it's also the club's first doubleheader at AAMI Park. Normally a special day with the men's and women's team playing together. How excited are you for that experience?
Yeah, I can't wait. It's my first home game here in Melbourne. The doubleheader with the men at AAMI Park as well. It's my favourite stadium to play in Australia. It's a great pitch, and yeah, I'm really hoping there's going to be a great crowd out there for our game, and then following on into the men's game as well. So I can't wait, and I'm sure that buzzes in our change room as well amongst the girls. We're excited for it. There's no bigger game than that cross-city rival game, and yeah, I'm really hoping there'll be a great atmosphere. It's a great stadium to to be playing in, and hopefully we can put on a good show for the local Melbournians.